Happy Friday. How are you? Have you made any chickens yet? Okay, come on. I've given you lots of free patterns for chickens so that you could be a part of the Spring Cal 2026 Cal Crochet Along. This Crochet Along is hosted by Ranee, the woolly llama, and her dear husband, Mr. Llama. Whoop! They have created another opportunity to win a patch. Ranee asked quite a few content creators if they would like to make something that reminds you of spring, post some videos about it, offering a free link. If you make a few of these spring crochet alongs, you can earn a patch. If you'd like more information on that, I have linked Ranee's introductory video in the description box below. So I chose to do every other Friday. The other Fridays are our garden squares. I can't forget about the garden squares. I got to keep on track if I'm going to have Amanda Tap Mama in the Bag Brigade make me a blanket. So every other Friday for the next couple of months. We're already 1 month into this for all of spring. So have you made any of the chickens? I've shown some really cute chickens and we've had some really fun giveaways. Quite a few people have contacted me and they have claimed their chickens. So that's pretty exciting. What's today? Today, I'd like to talk about a chicken. Here is a picture of my chicken that sits on the little table in the living room next to me where I do a lot of my crocheting. I made this chicken a few years ago. I made two. I actually sent one to Amanda Tap Mama in the Bag Brigade, and I have one. My chicken has gotten very plump over, it's been at least a year. Maybe a little longer than a year, but it's been a year. Every time I sew in my ends and I clip those little snip ends, I poke it inside the tail of my chicken. And she's plump. She's plump with all the projects that I've worked on in that length of time. She's too full. I'm really having to shove the little snippet ends in there. So I decided I needed to make another chicken. So I found a YouTube tutorial, and it is called Mama Chicken. And the designer for the YouTube tutorial is, oh man, I'm no spring chicken. My memory's shot. What is her name? Fame? F-E-M-A-F-A-M-E? Oh boy. In the description box below, I put a link to the free pattern on the channel of the designer. There is very nice, pleasant, soft music playing through the whole tutorial. You can see her stitches clearly. Train! You can see her stitches clearly. She put the stitch count and the instructions on the screen, so you don't have to listen to the music. You can see what she's doing and follow along with the written instructions on the screen. And what have I made? I made a new chicken. I made a new scrap chicken. In her tutorial, she starts at the bottom with a magic ring. I chose to do a chain 4 so that it's nice and tight. She increases all the way up. She does some back loop work. These are all single crochets, nothing fancy. You work rows. It goes by fast. I chose to use some scrap yarn that I had at the house. It's a scrappy chicken. She needs to be scrappy. It's some loops and threads. Yeah, and I got it on clearance for $3.97. And I have about 6 balls of this stuff. No idea what my intentions were, but it's pretty. It's pretty. This is cotton. This is 100% acrylic. There is no wool. So you work your circle, you work up, and then she has an ingenious way to make the chicken's head. There are a lot of these hens going around, and people stuff them with polyfill and that sort of thing and make little pillows and make them out of tiny embroidery thread and make them little keychains. They're adorable. So she has you do a series of stitches. I think it goes up to a triple crochet. So it's singles, doubles, and triples. You could very easily adjust that if you're not a triple crochet fan. I could see it working just as well with a double crochet. She has you do some slip stitches to seal up the whole back. I did the slip stitches only in one side, left the other side, and then she has you work around and around and around and work this neck, decreasing into the top of her head. And the reason why I did that is because I'm gonna fill this chicken full of yarn. I'm gonna fill it full of yarn. Oh, you're a crocheter. You have yarn scraps too? Well, okay. You fill this one full of yarn and I'll fill this one full of yarn. How's that? I made 2 scrappy hens. I did. I made 2 of them. Look at those beautiful colors. That is some lovely yarn. It is a 5 weight. Like I said, 6 weight, super bulky, 100% acrylic. There's no wool in these. These will not make you itch unless you're allergic to acrylic. I hope you're not allergic to acrylic, because I'd love to send you one. I would. So in the comment box below, if you'd like to win a scrappy chick, leave the word scrappy. Leave the word scrappy. Please be over the age of 18. Have an address in the lower 48 so I can mail you a scrappy chick. YouTube is not associated with this giveaway. This is 100% me. I made the scrappy chick. I bought the materials. I'm not sponsored in any way. And there are a whole bunch more rules. Oh, please be a subscriber. You don't have to, but come on, it's fun. Be a subscriber. And read the rules below. So if you enter, I know that you read the rules below. Here's a scrappy chick. Pattern is also linked in the description box below. I'll keep one and you have one, and we'll see who could fill their hen the fastest, right? Last week, I showed you Alana's egg cover, and I asked you to leave a comment box below if you'd like me to mail Alana's chicken to you. And there were quite a few entries. So I've put all the names into the gumball machine, and let's go pull out a winner for Alana's egg cover. All right, let's go over to the gumball machine. Hey, all right. Well, I'm excited. I had to grab a few extra capsules out of my my zip bag because we got a lot of entries for Fruit Loops. So did you go watch Crocheting with Alana and discover why the secret word for this little froggy chick on why I called the keyword Fruit Loops? Well, I hope so. Alana is a wonderful young lady, and she's an amazing person to spend time with, and I just really, really enjoy her videos and her channel. A lot like Alana, I like going to the thrift stores, the boutiques, the fun little antique malls, and I remember that quite a while ago, a few years ago, I found this chick that I wanted to recreate at a thrift vintage store. She just has a normal egg inside her. She cost me 25 cents, and I brought her home. I found her on the craft cart just now when I was digging around for the capsules. I am a creature of habit. I've been writing down all of the commenters on the previous video. I've been writing your names down on this pink pad of paper that I have. And so when I started pulling the comments, I realized that I couldn't find that pink pad of paper. I don't know where I put it. But for some reason, I was so hyper-focused on finding that pink piece of paper that I couldn't move forward with it. For some reason, the pink paper makes the names lucky or so. I don't know. But I found my vintage chick. I'm a mess. Let's put her up here. We'll put her up here, and then we'll put Fruit Loops down here. So let's get to it. All the names that entered Fruit Loops on the previous video, I've put all your names in here, and I've mixed them all up, and we got a lot of entries. I'm really excited. I got them all mixed up in there. Got my bottom base of the 3D printed gumball machine. We've got a lucky sheep in there with balls of yarn. We've got a, what was that, cookie box snail on there. All right. So we've got the large capsules. I discovered the small capsules allowed too many winners in here. We're only going to have one winner. If I pull your name, send me an email to hookedonwishingcrochet@yahoo.com so that I can get your address and I can mail you your winnings. So it spins. It's getting a little freer to spin as time goes by, and I think that's what was hanging us up in the beginning, was that there was still like 3D printed hairs on it. I don't know. I don't know how any of that works. I hired a young man who lives in my neighborhood. He printed it up for me. We got it all nice and mixed up. You got a good view? And we got Fruit Loops, front row seat. There you go, Fruit Loops. Let's do this. Let's spin until a capsule falls in. Let's spin the other way. See, they're all laid in there, and gravity's supposed to shove one in. Let's give it a shake. And give it a shake. Give it a toss, give it a turn, give it a shake. And turn it the other way, pull it out, put it in. There we go. All right, we got one. It's a blue capsule. All right, let's see who the gumball machine picked to be our winner. It is Susan Page. Susan Page 9584. Please send me an email so that you can claim your winnings. Thank you very much for participating. This thrills me. Like I've mentioned before, back in the beginning of Hooked on Wishing Crochet, the early giveaways had very few entries. This thrills me. This is exciting. All right, friends. Take care. I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.